Alright, bros. There we go. We're, holy shit, 90 of them bucks, $90 for 25 of them. Oh my goodness, man, that's terrible. Okay, anyway. Okay. 18 missions. 2 commons. We done got that one. Bad Santa. Okay. That's the transformer crap we got 9 days left on. International Cat Day. Everybody loves pussy. Yeah. Okay, let me see here. That's probably what Donald Trump says. Grab her by the pussy. Okay. Man might not want to do that, you know. He could get the shit slapped right out of him. Oh, damn. I didn't upgrade it, and we're not going to. Evidently, it's took an update on this sap sucker. Okay, what was I looking for? Oh, the French. The chickens. You know, that was good they put them as chickens, because that's about what they were during World War II. Now, this bullshit they pulled during the Paris Olympics, that's even better, ain't it? Goes to show you, France is nothing but a bunch of pedos and scumbags. Really, man. Motherfucking pedophiles. Bunch of pedophiles, right? You know, and I'm gonna be honest, and I don't care to say it. Only good pedophile's a dead pedophile. I'd have no problem. None whatsoever killing a pedophile. Think I would be doing the world a service. Hell, I'd do it for free. That's beyond sad. Beyond sad, dudes. When you you take anyone, male or female, that can look at a child and see nothing but a child there, is a sick son of a bitch. And in all honesty, in that matter alone, death is too good for them. Truly is. I say bleed them out, you know, little by little, just let that shit happen there, Captain. We really do. That's honestly how I feel about that. I mean, that's something I don't think society in general will ever accept. Will be a pedophile. And these queers is really pushing their luck as well. I mean, nobody cares, man. So, yeah, and this is true if you look at it. Society in general does not care if you're queer, transgender, whatever you are. I think we all can, you can assume all of us just want to live. So, but we're not going to let you put, we're funny creatures. We're not going to let you push your agenda down our throats. We're not. I mean, we're not. So, as a Christian, I feel it's an abomination. And as a Christian, I know in my heart you're going to hell. because you're not going to get on your knees and beg for redemption, and you're not going to go be baptized in the name of the Father and the Son. And any priest, Catholic, Baptist, Church of Christ, whatever, says that it's okay. Now, don't get me wrong, God's going to take you anyway he can get you. So, yeah, naturally, if you query, God's going to take you, bro. He is. I mean, he is. Why wouldn't he? I mean, that's the whole purpose of it. God's going to put it in your heart to quit your evil ways. Okay. That doesn't mean that you can keep doing it. That means exactly what it is. You've seen your evil ways and you're out to change your ways. Whoremonger is no different. Matter of fact, they rank the same. Liar, thief, whoremonger, they're all under the same category. You can get forgiveness, but you have to repent, and you have to be rebaptized. So, that being said, when they just welcome them, I mean, they should just welcome them, man, because maybe you got it in your heart to change. But now, if you're going on with the intentions to think that old preacher man's going to let you slip him a 20 or whatever, or during confession, I don't believe in that either. I mean, I'm not Catholic, and I don't believe in it, that any man can forgive you of your sins. Only one. But two. God and Jesus. That's them's the ones with authority that can do it. Not you or I. Not you or I, period. So, but end of the day, you're not going to giggity. But I do truly feel that way when it comes to it. It's we're in troubled times, bros. We truly are. Very, very troubled times. Because here we have the gays making an open mockery of the churches. And oh my God. Yeah, that's what a gun sounds like. Yeah, but I'd be scared to do that. I'd be afraid God would smite me over it, you know. We took a hit terrible. I mean, really, that's the way I see it. Alrighty, bye. They think he's gonna cut down the alley and I'll be kosher. Alright.
Peter, you can't be serious. This is a 30-ton war machine. Yeah, I guess. You know, no huge hurry, but I'm sort of out of juice over here.
No, I'm not shoot over that, bros. Huh? Bro, I'm gonna come help you sinking. Just kick us mule on that, sure. Alrighty, friend. Hey, Alright, man. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a battleship, bro. I doubt he's got, well, he's got this. My ship has them on it, so. It's, that's a good little game right there, bros. Got 10 progression points. Okay. And a container. And 10 of those. Okay, let's go ahead and well, what we get here? Auto bot. Another duplicate, huh? Art collection. Okay, permanent camo. What we get? What's this? Freedom Fighter, Montana. Well, goodness. Just open all 4 of them, bros. That's alrighty. And we got another one of them, huh? And we got one extra one, so not enough, bros. Alrighty. Cathedrals. Get 7 cathedrals. And then destroyed Drevens. Okay, and that's an International Pussy Day here. And we got your unsinkable SAM containers. I have no fucking idea how the hell you get a Jolly Rogers, bro. There we go, there's Jolly Rogers. How do you get them? Thank you. Wait a minute, bros. Let me look it up. I guess. In World Warship, you can get a Jolly Roger's flag back and winning 3 battles in Tier 7. Defender, and in any mode, you can also get a Jolly Roger's by reaching ranked M1 season ranked. There's also brown, silver, and okay. Alright, so you get them back. So in our I guess we would get one by the time we get to here or wherever. And the browns, we need 2 more. Okay. Honestly, really sorry, bros. I'm bad shape, dudes. No need to lie about it. I'll be right back. that, bros.
Read more. Lawmakers reveal whether Joe Biden or Kamala Harris is more left. Republicans are outraged that the Biden administration is focusing their efforts on banning single-use plastic utensils as wars rage and the world is on fire. Earlier this month, the White House announced a plan to phase out single-use plastics for government facilities. The scheme will also add tougher regulations to plastic manufacturers in the U.S., the administration said. The laughable move will raise costs and hurt the U.S. plastic suppliers, Republicans charge, saying this effort is absurd and will surely backfire. The world's on fire and he's worried about plastic forks, Senator Mike Rounds, Republican South Dakota, told DailyMail.com, adding that policy is par for the course for the administration. Look, I certainly understand that plastics are a pollutant. We need to do a better job with it, Rounds continued. But I'm a little bit hesitant to say that this plastic ban will be a good thing. Black and white mandates like this typically backfire. I think there's things that we could do as a government, as well as individuals, to keep improving our environment. Senator Roger Wicker, Republican Mississippi, told DailyMail.com Biden's effort is absurd and laughable. I mean, first of all, what is so bad about plastic forks and spoons? I assume the biggest
They're not biodegradable. It takes some decades to
military bases, things like that. Senator Mike Lee, Republican Utah, speculated. Does that mean that they're going to have, like, stainless steel silverware everywhere, with a lot of people washing dishes, and what about people who need things to go? He said the effort to phase out single-use plastics is misplaced, and that if the White House meaningfully wants to reduce waste, it should shrink the size of the government, the consumer, rather than outlawing plastic, the product consumed. They should shrink the government if they want it to be less of a consumer. The reason it's the largest consumer is because it employs so many people, and it's doing so many things it was probably never intended to do. So if they want to reduce the impact of the US government environmentally, they should right-size the government. Lee continued, now, I hope this isn't a step toward banning them, like a public-facing ban of general applicability. Senator Lindsey Graham, Republican South Carolina, said that solving plastic pollution in the world's oceans is a pressing issue, but expressed skepticism over the ban. Well, I'd like to deal with plastics in the ocean problem, but I'm not so sure this is the answer, he told DailyMail.com. The central feature of the plan is to phase out single-use plastics for food, packaging, and events purchased by the federal government by 2027. The goal is to eradicate all single-use plastics from federal operations by 2035. It's more messaging and ridiculousness, and it's a direct shot to that whole industry, Senator James Lankford, Republican Oklahoma, exclusively
2027,
DailyMail.com.
So basically,
it's also clearly not where everybody is. It's going to raise
they'll try to pass a law.
So it seems to be just a
won't go in effect until
Lankford, who served in the House from 2011 to 2015, recalled a previous attempt to ban
won't go into effect until 27.
Noting how efforts to ban the products
More than likely we'll have a Republican president by then, so
the controversial move to ban
they're blowing smoke.
Forks and more first outraged Republicans years ago when former Speaker Nancy Pelosi first forbid them in 2007. Once Republicans regained control of the House later in 2011,
See what I'm
they
saying?
scrapped the deal, citing how the nearly $500,000 spent trucking compostable utensils. We've been through that here at the Capitol, as you know, when Speaker Pelosi said we're going to have digestible silverware everywhere, and everyone went crazy for it, until they started using it to realize you're eating your spoon as well, and it doesn't taste great. Langford said of Pelosi's 2007 Green the Capitol initiative. Pelosi's plan introduced biodegradable utensils to Capitol Hill before being overturned by Republicans in 2011. Styrofoam cups and plastic forks returned to Capitol cafeterias once the GOP, led by former Speaker John Boehner, retook the chamber. Read more.
That's one of them Dell's dudes. In honesty, I mean, fairness and true of it, it's not good for the environment. I mean, that's the honest truth about it. It's not. So, and to say it doesn't have an impact, that's a lie as well. As the old saying goes, though, there's bigger fishes to fry than that.
Oh man, now I can't even watch TV. Alright, bro. I mean, in all honesty, end of the day on that dealer, there is a need to do something about that, you know. Believe that or not. But I'll be the first to say if something works or it would help the environment, we should try it. We should do it. Look, dudes, we only got one Earth, you know. Believe it or not, I'm not a tree hugger. But I do believe that there's things we can do you know, because our children we're gonna leave them a cesspool and a dump, man. I mean, really, because that's about it at the end of the day, boss. You know?
Oh dear, what is it? I'm spontaneously combusted. I am sorry. Quite all right. I've grown tired of living. Ah, excellent.
Three damn floors up on us, bro. What kind of bullshit's this, man?
Giggity.
Damn son, we're gonna blow.
Rock and load! Bring on the pain! Ooh, hot. Oh, yeah, that's hot. That is hot. Oh, thank God. We dodged a bullet there. Ah!
Is what it is, bros. No need to get tore up. I'll be right back. I gotta take us in the kitchen. Hey, Mr. Kowalski, how are you this lovely evening? Some clam chowder? Yeah, I like clam chowder myself. Oh, Lord. But I was watching on the news there, they say we were going into a recession. Jeff. I mean, it was bound to happen. I mean, no honesty. You sleepy, bro? I mean, no honesty. I've called it for quite a while. In my honest opinion, I think we're already in one, and it's just the lack of they haven't wanted to admit it. You know what I mean? They just really haven't wanted to admit it, period. It's people, now they're panicking. Fuck, we stayed in a recession all during Barack Obama. I mean, we really did. Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. We are already there. I mean, well, I swear some people are dumb. Boy, Democrats, they cease to amaze me, man. I mean, I've been going through my Facebook deleting them, dude. If I got a Democrat, I don't even want to deal with them. I mean, in all honesty, I don't even want to deal with the goofy son of a bitches. Got into an argument with one. He was talking shit about the U.S. He wasn't a friend. It was on a post I'd commented on. He was talking shit, and he'd put fuck the U.S. So I told him, man, you don't like the U.S.? Take your ass to another country. You don't like us? We don't care. Get the fuck out of our country, man. I mean, here it is, all these fucking immigrants are coming out talking pure bullshit about us, and they're goddamn starving us to fucking keep them here, man. Yeah, I figured it was over Iran's why they were myself as well. I figured the same. How many billions did Biden give Iran about a year or so ago when he arrested that tariffs on them? Fuck, it was quite a lot of funded him a hell of a war on Israel, didn't it? I mean, he really did. I don't get the reasoning, Jeff. These Democrats, they're publicly attacking the Jewish people. They're saying they shouldn't defend themselves, and that they should just sit back and let Hamas kill everybody, man, just because they're a Jew. I mean, then when they strike back and they got them on the ropes and could end this shit, you got Biden saying, "Oh no, you can't do that." Biden's nothing but a chicken shit prick. The fucking crime family. When they say the Biden crime family, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Man, there's money, Jeff. They found on him that yeah, I know it. Hamas, they'll attack everybody, civilians, setting up in hospitals and shit. And then when Israel tries to retaliate, they're the bad guys. I'll never, ever, and a son of a bitch that would ever try to apologize for what happened to us during 9/11. Obama made me so fucking mad. He really did, dude. When he went around the world, Jeff, apologizing for us defending ourselves, that made me so fucking mad at him, man. It truly did. I thought, you dirty motherfucker, we got attacked. We didn't ask for that, but Bill Clinton and the fucking Clinton administration knew it was coming and withheld it from Bush. They don't care to tell that. They don't want to tell how Bill Clinton had smoked pot and fucked in turns and got his shit all into a big ass mess. and had fucking terrorists plotting to kill us. That motherfucker, and then didn't tell Bush shit. I got mad at Bush when he let the Senate and the Congress count him into taking church out of schools. I got mad at him over that. I mean, other than that, I defended Bush for especially because he acted quickly when they attacked us. But I got mad at him when he had to trade off religion to get her soldiers cavalry. And at Hillary Clinton and them, that fucking ball-licking, snot-faced bitch. And here it is, Jeff. I mean, how many years Epstein been dead? They got his travel logs and all that shit. Got it hid, dude. Will not fucking let nobody sit. That just makes a man want to sit that much more, you know. Because you know there's some big-name politicians up on that shit, bro. That's sad, man. It's sad that that the Democrats are so fucking stupid. They'll holler MAGA. Both. What's wrong with wanting to see your country once like it once was? We used to manufacture stuff. We used to be a lot that we're not anymore. Only thing we do now is wage war. I mean, honestly, man, we used to make TVs, man. We'd make everything, Jeff. Now we don't do nothing but make war. Sad times, dude. You got a president that fucked up Afghanistan on so many levels. Couldn't have a damn decency to him to he's checked his watch so many fucking times. Then what's her name? The redhead when it was the press secretary for so long. Piss. I can't remember her name. It ain't Corrine. It's the other one. Can't think of her name right off. But it wrote a damn book and said that Biden wasn't done it. Goddamn. Then they got her, I don't know how many Pinocchios they put on her for lying about that. Let me see her, Jeff. I wanna. They do shit and then don't want to own it. You know what I mean? Just like the border, man. They'll sit and go on saying Donald Trump. That Trump caused all this bullshit with the border. He ain't been in power in 4 fucking years, man. How the hell did he do it? Well, heck. Damn. My nephew's, my sister's got a dog like that too. A Malinois, is that what them is, Jeff? Look like a Malinois, don't they? Damn, he's a cool dog, ain't he? That's cool shit right there, man. I mean, but end of the day, dude, that's fucking trying to hide their bullshit in their lives. Everybody knows that he's the damn reason the border is like it is, man. Fucking refuse to shut it down. Now, they won't admit, hell, they're hollering that the crossings have got less. Well, but of course, they're going to the port of entries now because they won't turn them away. So, the number's still there, man. I mean, it honestly is. But these damn Democrats is fucking dumb. And then they are, oh, you uneducated redhead, sir. I don't see that education. How's that been treating you? Went to college and got fucking brainwashed. Belgian Malinois, that's what they have, Jeff. Belgian Malinois. They got, I think, he just sold a litter of pups off him not real long ago, and he gave my sister one of them. He's a big dog now. He's pretty good size. He's a bully, though. He's a pure damn bully. And Otis, he's an asshole, and you throw them together, all they do is fight. God bless Donald Trump. I'm beginning to wonder if he can bring us out of this, Jeff. I mean, I truly am. It's not looking good, man. I mean, in all honesty. I know he can get some shit done. You look what he did the first 4 years he was in office. It would have been better if we could have kept him 2 terms. Been a lot better if we could have kept him 2 terms, you know. But I mean, they're going to try to cheat again, dude. I mean, you know that well as I do. They're going to try to cheat again. I mean, that's a given right there. They're going to do anything they can do to try to fucking to keep power. They go on him saying Trump won't give up power. That's all they keep saying. Trump won't give up power. Wait and see. He's a dictator and all this shit. It ain't Trump one being an asshole not wanting to give up power. It's the Democrats. I mean, that's apparent. It's a fact. You know. They're the ones that don't want to give the power up, and they're not going to, and I think they'll try to launch us right into a civil war over it. Trump wins, and I mean, it's safe to say he's going to win. They're going to, I mean, they will try to start a civil war, and they're dumb, man, because all the Republicans is the ones got the guns and don't give a shit for the Democrats. I mean, I'd really reweigh that situation, dude, before I'd ever even fuck around. You're waging war with the people that's got all the guns, and they're tired of their shit, you know. That motherfucker. I'll fix you, you little prick. There he is, right there. He can't stop me from taking it. Oh gosh, damn right. That's right, you tell him, Lois, you little bitch. The hell is this bullshit, this motherfucker, man?
See you later, bitches. Hot. Oh yeah, that's hot. That is hot.
This fucker's done sunk me, man. One damn hit and I'm took out.
those dents out for you?
Whoa, that is hot.
Yeah, that's it for me. I mean, in all honesty, I just seen so much out of them, dude. I mean, we went right out of a presidential election straight into a goddamn same as a barroom fight for the past 4 fucking years. They've took innocent people that went to the Capitol and protested, jailed them for the past 3.5 fucking years for the Supreme Court to say if they didn't destroy any documents, they committed no crime. So what about all these people they put in jail over that? They gotta turn them back loose, man. Plus, the government's gonna have to pay them for wrongly imprisoning them. So, I mean, that's messed up, man. I mean, people say, well, let the higher-ups deal with it. Who the hell said there's even higher up? They're not Abraham Lincoln or Thomas Jefferson or George Washington. We had some great men founded this country. And now we got nothing but a bunch of fucking village idiots trying to run it. Why the hell are we putting up with this bullshit, man? I mean, really? Why the hell are we putting up with this bullshit that you can be so damn blind that you can't even see what's happening around you? I've been watching these Charlie Kirk. I like to hear him debate with them college kids. I mean, because he's telling them the fucking truth. You know what I mean? I like old Charlie Kirk because he's pretty well on point about his and he tells them college is a scam, and then any other business it will be considered a scam. Yeah, that's I agree with you. They are mental, dude. I mean, they're going to keep pushing that shit down people's throat. It's going to get back about like it was back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, you know it. They'll have to start running and hiding. Because, I mean, it's not like anybody cares if the gay man or whatever. It's that wanting to fuck with her kids and push shit down their throats. You know, that bullshit they did at the Paris Olympics. I'll never watch the Olympics as long as I live again over that, man. I mean that. I truly do. That was the biggest mockery of God that I've seen. I thought it was bad when they did that shit in California with the nuns, the drag queen nuns. I thought that was pretty bad. I truly did. But now, after watching that right there, and then say it was Dionysus, why my ass, man. I mean, fucking got one of her beating the hell out of women during the Olympics. Man, that's a fucking freak show, you know it, dude. I mean, really, you got the queers running around there portraying the Last Supper. Then you got this big hairy-faced dyker going around beating the fuck out of every woman in her. And this is supposed to be the norm. Where are the weirdos? Now, where are the weirdos? I've seen where Democrats had been calling J.D. Vance a weirdo. Said he was weird. What's weird about a man that was a Marine? Worked and got himself through college. Went to the Marines to get, and he's a weirdo.
consider him a weirdo. What the fuck's wrong with people, man? I mean, really. In all honesty, I don't get that. That people's that damn retarded. I mean, instead of people getting smarter, man, they're getting more stupid. And you know, as I do, they don't teach what they taught in school when we went to school. They don't want them to know what we knowed when we went to school. Because we knowed about the Constitution. We knowed about our rights and the Second Amendment and the Fourth Amendment. We knowed what it meant to bear arms, and that it wasn't just a privilege, that it's your right. I mean, and then I seen old Kamala done said she'd take off her guns within the first fucking 100 days of being president. Sure she will. Sure she will. I don't see that happening whatsoever. All I see when they start that shit's a damn civil war breaking out on their ass. There ain't nobody gonna get their fucking guns up. We're not England, man. We're not gonna just hand them over. I mean, that's a factor on that. You know. Like, we're not England, dude. We're not just gonna hand them over and pass up and go get in the fucking corner and let them take our shit. I don't believe that for a second. There's too many patriots and veterans in this country to ever for that to take place. That anybody's ever going to sit back and let them take their damn guns. Not take mine. I wholeheartedly mean that. Not take mine. Whatsoever. I hate to put that in a way like that, but I will be honest about it. I'd hate to see our country go into civil war, but we have been there before. So, is what it is. If they would have tried to tried this shit back in 1865 when the Civil War was going on, why, they'd have burnt the goddamn Continental Congress to the ground. Hell, they did, didn't they? I mean, then these dumb motherfuckers go around, oh, these Republicans, they're all racist and haters. Why the fuck you get that? We didn't start the Ku Klux Klan. Democrats. I tell you, and this is the truth. And anybody can look it up, because it is the truth. 2 major world wars we went into. We were taken into them by Democrats. Vietnam, Democrat. I mean, you could about beg to differ when it comes to Afghanistan and Iraq, but pretty well at the end of the day, the Democrats started it and then lost office, and it progressed into a war. So, but Lyndon B. Johnson, he took us into Vietnam. Then you got Madison wasn't it? Wasn't it Madison that took us into World War I? He was a Democrat, I know that. Then so all the major wars we've ever fought, Democrats has caused them. Segregation, Democrats. Ku Klux Klan, Democrats. About all these hate organizations, Democrats. And people still buy in that bullshit. Like they're totally innocent. They ain't dead shit, man. Won't own a damn thing they do. Try to put it off on the Republicans. of what they've did, knowing they did it. I mean, knowing. And their excuse about the Ku Klux Klan, well, that's deep south. My ass, motherfucker, if you was a Democrat in the United States, you belong to the fucking Ku Klux Klan. They all did. That's a proven fact. All of them belong to the fucking Ku Klux Klan, man. And black people still voting for their ass. I don't get black people, man. I wouldn't vote for them motherfuckers at all, dude. I mean, I really wouldn't. There'd be no way in hell I'd vote Democrat after the way they treated the blacks. Why, hell, they segregated them, started a goddamn civil war and everything to try to keep them in change. When that didn't work for them, they made the Ku Klux Klan and went into hiding to killing them. Then act like they're totally innocent. History's plumb full of the shit they pulled, man. And then these fucking snowflake ass fucking left-wing liberals are running their cocksucker. Oh, that's deep south like you are. Motherfucker, I'm not deep south. Where the hell, can't you read a goddamn map, motherfucker? I'm from the eastern part of the United States, you dumb son of a bitch. Really? Fucked up shit, dudes. I mean, that's how goddamn dumb they are, man. I ain't seen people that dumb. I swear every year passes, their IQ goes down that much more. It truly does. I don't know what they're feeding these kids in school, but somebody needs to put a stop to it, because that Jim Jones Kool-Aid's fucked them up bad, man. Yeah, I've been having the same troubles, Jeff. Same troubles. Facebook's not been letting me do it as well. Trump posters. I've been a lot of Trump posters. It's not letting me share. Hell, man, I end up in Facebook jail so much it don't even bother me. I'm like O'Don. I'm a fucking criminal. I'll vote for the felon. I don't give a fucking. I mean that, man. And I don't consider him a fucking felon either. I really don't. It's a damn shame that they publicly attack that man in the ways they have and still can't shut him down. I mean, any other man, Jeff, would have walked away, bro. They just said, fuck it, it ain't worth all this. They're trying to kill me. Here it is. They've ruined me. They call me a fucking rapist. And you know he's got a, what's his name? Snopinopoulos, George. He got him fucking sued over him saying that Trump raped that E. Jean Carroll. Why didn't they let Trump enter his evidence so that he could prove it? He was nowhere in New York when all that shit was supposed to take place. I mean, really. Oh, man, go on Microsoft Edge there, Jeff. Like on your computer, where you put the little widgets up there, and you and these little stories and shit. Man, I can't even post on them. Honest, I can't. I can't even post on them, bro. That's how bad they don't like me. Seriously, I can't even post on them. I can try to post on them. They'll tell me I can't, and I'm not saying nothing bad. You know, cussing, degrading people at all. Stating the facts and the truth. Well, I'll let you post on it. Try to control every fucking move we make, dude.
I seen where Elon Musk is going to take the rest of his companies out of California. Is what they're saying. I don't blame him. I hate that my daughters went there in California to live. That's where my daughter is right now, is in California. I begged her to come back home. I truly have, man. I don't like her being there for nothing. California ain't nothing but a fucking cesspool. Fucking Democrats is ruining it, you know it. Well, they'll never have a governor as good as they had Al Reagan again. I don't know that. They say old Schwarzenegger wasn't that bad for California. But I never did keep up with him when he was governor of California. Myself, you know, I never did really care that much for California. Went there when I was younger. I ended up I was home cross country, and they sent me there, and son of a bitch me, dude, I thought I was going to go to jail, to be honest. In all honesty, I thought I was going to end up going to jail over going there. Went there, man. I got in there easy enough, I guess. Getting back out of that shithole, man, that was the problem. Damn, dude, I had a whole logbook full of tickets. Old guy told me, he said, you better not bring your ass back to California. I told him, I said, I'll tell you what, bro. You just let me go back to West Virginia, and I'll never come back in this side of the country. I meant it too, man. He drove me over $10,000 worth of fucking tickets, man.
Excellent. Say goodnight, you bum. Time for a little payback. Oh. Well, it appears I've been fired. I'm gonna shoot you like a dirty apple.
That goofy prick, he's still in that smoke. I don't think he got out of it anyway. There he goes.
little earlier than I thought we would.
Well, I think the prick smoke it again that quick.
Giggity, 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 giggity. Giggity. Rock it out! Bring on the pain! Time for a little payback.
Hang on them torpedoes, because this damn prick, he's going to try to torpedo us. Oh, that about sunk us right there. Well, beggars. Yeah, man. One of them days. Well, let's see. Listen to this one, Kowalski. Lessons.
A St. Louis branch of Lifetime Fitness could be facing civil and criminal liabilities after it allegedly adopted a policy allowing transgender women into the female locker rooms, the state's attorney general announced Friday. Missouri AG Andrew Bailey told the CEO of Lifetime Fitness in a letter that while allowing biological males to enter whatever restroom they choose is popular in corporate policy books, he would not tolerate it under his jurisdiction. While it might be considered fashionable in certain corporate boardrooms to pretend that biology is irrelevant, the American heartland still lives in reality, he said. Missourians recognize that allowing adult men to openly invade and disrobe in spaces set aside for women and young girls is indefensible and places political correctness above public safety. The investigation followed an incident where a 52-year-old transgender woman entered the women's locker room, to the outrage of some of Lifetime's customers. Some of the staff corrected customers, instructing them to use certain language when discussing the trans person. Planet Fitness hires a new day-focused CEO amid controversy over transgender locker room policy. Even more concerning is the fact that instead of taking the safety concerns from your gym members seriously, you rudely correct them and insist they call this biological male by the correct pronouns, Bailey alleged. Read on the Fox News app. He then said he was looking into criminal charges against them under various statutes after
Damn, boy, been down to 2 days up on this bitch.
Alleging the gym has actively allowed a biological male to use women and girls' private spaces. The Missouri AG cited a statute of trespass in the first degree, arguing that he had previously established a precedent that a biological male entering a female-only space was a violation of the law. He court confirmed that a male's presence in a female's public restroom constitutes criminal trespass, he said. When restrooms are separately designated for males and females, one is only permitted to use the restroom designed for his or her gender. Kids Gender Clinic whistleblower tells Dr. Phil regretful patients beg to have body parts put back on. Additionally, Bailey alleged that, generally speaking, a biological male exposing himself in a female space may be subject to further criminal liability for multiple sexual offenses, including sexual misconduct in the first degree and the felony offense of sexual misconduct involving a child. The Lifetime Gym's policies are enabling potentially criminal behavior, and I am writing to assure you that it will not continue on my watch, the AG warned. If you insist on endangering women and young girls in our state, in open defiance of the law, be assured you will face the consequences. Fox News Digital contacted Lifetime Fitness for comment and did not immediately receive a response. Kids Gender Clinic whistleblower tells Dr. Phil regretful patients beg to have body parts put back on. The company previously released a statement which said it was complying with existing state laws. At Lifetime, we recognize that there are varying opinions regarding locker room access. As a company, we are committed to following the law in every area we operate with respect to public accommodation. When members join Lifetime, we review state
Pretty messed up,
to
man.
confirm their identity. The state of Missouri provides a mechanism for an individual to change their gender designation on their state-issued driver's license, the company said. In this instance, the member presented a state-issued driver's license identifying as female and, based on Missouri laws, we cannot deny or discriminate on the basis of sex. Therefore, the member is to use Lifetime's women's locker room. Original article source: Gym allegedly allowing biological male into women's locker room faces criminal probe from Missouri AG.
The hell is Bill Barr down there?
U.S. federal investigations recently unmasked a secret criminal probe into an alleged $10 million cash gift from the Egyptian government to former President Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. However, Newsy.com can reveal that one of Trump's biggest allies at the time reportedly thwarted the investigation before it could be finished. Egypt's withdrawal was discovered in 2019 and raised eyebrows for its sizable portion of the country's reserve of U.S. currency. According to records from the bank, inside the state-run National Bank of Egypt, employees placed bundles of $100 bills into 2 large bags. 4 men arrived and carried away the bags, which U.S. officials later described in sealed court filings as weighing a combined 200 pounds and containing what was then a sizable share of Egypt's reserve of U.S. currency. The probe, which unfolded between 2017 to 2020, hung on the suspicion that Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi sought to bolster Trump's campaign funding and potentially violated federal laws prohibiting U.S. candidates from accepting foreign funds. However, the examination was not followed through and definitively concluded, leading to internal disagreement within the department regarding the exhaustiveness of the investigation. Investigators were reportedly thwarted in their attempts to gather further evidence, such as bank records by top Justice Department officials, most notably by then Attorney General Bill Barr, who questioned the adequacy of the evidence to continue with the probe. Trump's then attorney denied all accusations of receiving funds from President el-Sisi and labeled this revelation as textbook fake news. Robert S. Mueller's team's investigation into Trump's finances was deeper than previously reported. The contentious issue arose around the acquisition of additional records extending into Trump's tenure as president. Career investigators saw evidence justifying a deeper dig. However, doubts were cast by Barr. In June 2020, as political tensions heightened, the prosecutor appointed to lead the investigation reportedly closed the case, citing a lack of sufficient evidence to prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt. This move camouflaged general internal opposition centered around the incompletion of the evidence-gathering effort. According to a recent report, the investigation was based on thousands of pages of government records and interviews with over 24 people who were familiar with the covert investigation. Trump's relations with LCC have been notable for their warmth. He previously called the Egyptian president "my favorite dictator." The investigations further discovered that Trump's policy reformation benefited the Egyptian leader through the release of millions of dollars in military aid that the U.S. had originally withheld due to human rights abuses. According to the Washington Post, the criminal probe widened the scope of the controversial Russian election interference investigation involving Trump's 2016 campaign. Therefore, some observers believed it accentuated Trump's narrative of being victimized by deep state plots throughout his presidency.
I seen over where they convicted old Robert Hernandez there. Over that shit his pulling. You don't even see Hitler in the nose.
Almost half of Donald Trump supporters believe the theory that more than one person was involved in the assassination attempt on the former president, according to exclusive Newsweek polling. The poll, conducted by Redfield and Wilton Strategies exclusively for Newsweek, found that 47% of Republican voters believe that multiple people were involved in an effort to assassinate Donald Trump. Meanwhile, 36% of Republicans involved in the survey said they believe only one person was involved, while 17% said they don't know. That is compared to 22% of Democrats who said they believe multiple people were involved, while 58% said one person was solely responsible and 21% said they don't know. Newsweek has contacted the Trump campaign for comment via email. On July 13th, a gunman, Thomas Matthew Crooks, 20, opened fire at a Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, clipping the former president in his right ear. Crooks was shot and killed by the Secret Service at the scene. A rally attendee was also killed in the shooting incident and 2 others were critically injured. Since the shooting, theories lacking substantial evidence have circulated online. One theory suggests that Crooks wasn't the sole shooter, but that there was a second gunman near the rally venue, with some claiming there was another person atop a water tower. Such theories have been pushed by Republican Senator Ron Johnson, who told Fox News, "Was it one rifle? Was it more than one?" I've seen some pretty interesting video on the internet by experts that does certainly call into question what the FBI is telling us about a single shooter. Johnson did not specify what videos or experts he was referring to. There is no evidence to suggest anyone other than Crooks was involved in the shooting. In a statement released on July 14th, the FBI said, while the investigation to date indicates the shooter acted alone. The FBI continues to conduct logical investigative activity to determine if there were any co-conspirators associated with this attack. A spokesperson for the Secret Service also previously told Newsweek, while the investigations are still open and ongoing, there is no evidence found at this time of a second shooter. Following the incident, the Secret Service came under fire for allegedly failing to protect Trump from the shooter, who fired at the former president from on top of a roof of a building less than 200 yards from the podium where he was speaking to supporters. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle admitted in testimony to Congress that the assassination attempt against Trump was the most significant operational failure at the Secret Service in decades. She later resigned from her role. Newsweek's polling shows that 64% of those surveyed agreed or strongly agreed with the statement. The Secret Service failed in their duty to protect Donald Trump during the rally where he was shot, with only 13% disagreeing or strongly disagreeing, and 23% choosing the neither agree or disagree, or don't know options. Among Republican voters polled, 81% said they agreed or strongly agreed with the statement, while only 8% said they disagreed or strongly disagreed. Among Democrats, 55% said they agreed or strongly agreed with the statement, while 19% said they disagreed or strongly disagreed. Meanwhile, 54% of those polled supported Cheadle's decision to resign, while 11% opposed it. Her decision was supported by 70% of Republicans and 45% of Democrats. Some 7% of Republicans opposed the decision, as well as 16% of Democrats. Newsweek has contacted the Secret Service for comment via email. Update August 4th, 2024 at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time. The headline of the article was changed. Related articles. Republican reveals which Kamala Harris VP pick would scare GOP Fox host confronts Lindsey Graham on Trump's racial remarks about Harris. Kamala Harris only leads Donald Trump in one battleground state. Poll Fox host asks J.D. Vance about critics, saying he's wrong pick for Trump. Start your unlimited Newsweek trial.
I'm gonna shoot you like a dirty animal. Oh. Well, it appears I've been fired.
Rock and roll! Bring on the pain!
See you later, bitches. Oh, thank God. Really dodged a bullet there.
Wow, caught fire a little earlier than I thought we would.
You fellas are in big trouble.
there. Excuse me, I'll have you know I'm the shooter.
Lock and load! Bring on the pain!
Oh dear, what is it? I've spontaneously combusted. Well, I am sorry. Oh, it's quite all right. I've grown tired of living.
Who's sober enough to drive?
Washington. It took more than 2 years of negotiations between military prosecutors and defense attorneys to reach a plea bargain resolving the case against Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and 2 other Guantanamo detainees accused of orchestrating the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks that killed nearly 3,000 people and launched the U.S. into a 2-decade war in Afghanistan. It took only 2 days to rip up the deal after its announcement Wednesday sparked sharp criticism from Republicans accusing the Biden administration of coddling terrorists. Late Friday, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin issued a terse memo canceling the agreement prosecutors had concluded was the best, and perhaps only, way to resolve a case marred by allegations that the U.S. tortured the defendants. The deal would have kept the defendants in prison for life, taking the death penalty off the table in exchange for guilty pleas. I have determined that, in light of the significance of the decision to enter into pretrial agreements with the accused in the above-referenced case, responsibility for such a decision should rest with me. Austin said in the memo to Brig General Susan Escalier, who is the convening authority, or head, of the Military Commissions apparatus. I hereby withdraw from the 3 pretrial agreements that you signed on July 31, 2024, he wrote. When the plea deal was announced, a National Security Council spokesman said, the President and the White House played no role in it, and that President Biden was directing his team to consult as appropriate with officials and lawyers at the Department of Defense on this matter. The White House on Friday referred questions to the Defense Department. Denise LaBeouf, an American Civil Liberties Union lawyer representing Mohammed, said defense counsel were stunned by Austin's move. We're disappointed that the government would breach a legal agreement that provides some judicial finality and some measure of justice for the 9/11 family members, the government, and the defendants, she said. This was negotiated over 27 months with full knowledge, taking into account that 9/11 family members' views at every step, until the secretary reversed, she said. Republicans who reacted with outrage to the plea bargain claimed responsibility for the Biden administration's intervention into the Guantanamo proceedings. We are glad that Secretary Austin came to his senses, heeded our warning, and decided to take the concerns of 9/11 victims and families seriously. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky and Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas said in a statement, if the administration ever changes course, we stand ready to overturn, through legislation, any future cowardly plea deals with the murderous mastermind of that tragic day. Most Democrats kept their distance from a topic that has proven politically toxic. But the Senate's number 2 Democrat, Judiciary Committee Chairman Dick Durbin of Illinois, said it was a mistake for the administration to interfere with a judicial decision. I urge Secretary Austin to reverse this deeply disappointing decision, which denies finality and justice to 9/11 families and exposes yet again the lack of independence that has haunted the military commissions from the outset, Durbin said Sunday on social media. Families of the victims are divided over the case, with many contending that death is the only appropriate punishment for the crime. Others oppose capital punishment, while others still agree with prosecutors that a plea bargain is the best way to resolve the case. The military commission system is the product of a trial-and-error process that began in November 2001 when President George W. Bush issued a military order creating tribunals answerable to him that could prosecute and execute enemy prisoners without resorting to the federal judiciary or established military justice system. The Supreme Court threw out that plan in 2006, and Congress passed legislation in that year and in 2009 authorizing a military commission system which resembles courts-martial but lacks constitutional rights afforded to U.S. citizens and service members. The Military Commissions Act gives the Defense Secretary power over the convening authority, but also says that judicial decisions should be free of undue influence. Although the defendants have at times claimed responsibility for the September 11th attacks, the prosecution was hamstrung by the brutal treatment Central Intelligence Agency interrogators inflicted on the defendants at so-called black sites overseas. The CIA objected to having courts rake over that treatment, which former President Barack Obama and other authorities have described as torture, undercutting the detainees' ability to mount a full defense. That alone could lead a court, or a military jury, to take the death penalty off the table. Even if a military jury returned the death penalty, it could be vulnerable on appeal under Supreme Court precedent that sanctions prosecutors for government conduct that shocks the conscience, as a 1952 precedent put it. Now the case faces more legal twists as defense attorneys question whether Austin has authority to intervene in a judicial proceeding. I'm not sure what kind of possible authority there could be for interference in the resolution of the cases at this point, said Alka Pradhan, an attorney for a 4th September 11th defendant, Ammar al-Baluchi, who didn't agree to a plea bargain. Austin's edict was the latest example of the calculations that from the start have infected the government's 20-year effort to prosecute alleged terrorists through special courts that don't afford defendants constitutional rights. The aim was to expedite trials and punishments by sidelining protections for defendants that the civilian and military justice systems ordinarily provide. Instead, the legal experiment that began with Bush's November 2001 military order has bogged down time and again over procedural uncertainties, misconduct allegations and interference from higher-ups fearful of public blowback from any action that smacked of leniency for ruthless killers. In 2017, word circulated that the then-convening authority, Harvey Rishikoff, was exploring a plea agreement with the September 11th defendants that
But I'm gonna get off here and